You gonna sashimi? Minami.
Sashi.
Buki. Irabling shininde genpadi. Sange shindu nide uagi. Joku nanda shinache parsho. Nam Anamandala Kamneya Tayami
Sanye
An Sogi Chonam La Chanchu Bardu Dagni Kapsuchi Daki Chenyen Ki Pesanam Ki Yola Penchir Sangye Druparsho
Sangye
Chedam Soki Chonam La Chanchu Bardu Dagni Kapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gi Pesanam Ki Chola Penchir Sangye Druparsho
Sangye
Chedam Soki Chonam La Chanchu Bardu Dagni Kapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gi Pesanam Ki Drola Penchir Sangye Drubarsho Smoky Dogi.
Actually, do you want to switch to SEM?
Yeah. Which one?
That one, the CIM admin.
Admin, sorry. Okay.
And then the other program should still be running, I'm assuming.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go.
So we have 3 vocab words. Sukirha.
That's nice for him.
Yeah. Dry chepa. We had a little discussion about this one too.
Yeah, good.
Is that one by convention?
Oh, man.
Yeah, cool.
They were comparing it to Dai Mitapa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Produced.
Sound, yeah, made sound is made. Sound being made.
Sound
It's not just all like grammar case.
Is it the same as
No,
Drachepa?
it's not.
Ah.
Right.
The whole point is it the same as Drachepa?
Right.
No.
No.
It's not.
Why? What's the difference?
Has an argument.
The created
Okay.
nature of sound.
As opposed to?
Sound.
Sound is creator.
Yeah, sound is created is? No.
Yin.
Tapa or Mitapa?
Oh, Drum Mitakpa.
Dai Chepa is Mitapa or Tapa?
Oh,
Mita.
Mitapa. No,
Dry
Chepa is.
Oh, the dry tape. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
Dra Chepa?
Yeah.
Say it in English.
Sorry.
The produced nature of sound is unchanging.
No, change it.
no.
So the produced the
Nature
fact-
of sound.
Right. The nature of sound is that it's changing.
Changes.
That's
Changing.
Unchanged.
But the fact that sound is
changing.
changing is unchanging.
Unchanging.
Yeah.
The problem may be that you never convinced us.
Facts are unchanging.
Yeah, and
Jesus.
this is not the part I'm concerned about.
The changingness of sound is changing. Or it wouldn't be changingness, it would be the unchangingness of sound. Okay, next. So.
Individual.
Well.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh. I thought if it was that straightforward, Adam wouldn't have put it on there.
Yeah. No. They're. Yeah.
They are.
Synonym for what? Description of what?
Yeah, tongue cheek is what I was thinking.
Yeah, opposite of that.
Something's not continuous.
Oh,
You're almost there.
Each.
You're halfway there.
separate, but.
Tadepa.
Yeah. Tade.
Okay. All right. Next.
Okay.
What section of the click topics are we currently in?
Cocks and cheeks.
Cocks and cheeks.
Tades and
Yeah.
We're in the wrong group where they go into the details, right?
Yeah. They had, more specifically, what section? As far as
Everything has physics.
yeah. Chikdan Tade.
Chicken pale.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
what
it's
we-
like one and separate. What does it mean? Oneness and separateness.
That's better, yeah.
We've been in this one for
Laura,
Yeah, for a little while.
coffee or orange juice? Take one. You have to take one. Coffee or orange juice? Okay. Okay.
Question 2. What phrase must we include when we discuss positive entities which are the same in being reverse of what they are?
Damn, what?
So,
Hold on.
You left out something,
I thought I did too.
which is what?
It doesn't necessarily. Oh,
No.
In some way or something like that.
well, that's what I left out.
In a certain way.
Yeah, that's specifically what I left out.
Okay.
How did I not phrase?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the question.
Yeah, that's the question.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was looking.
Michael got this one.
Yeah, that's actually what I was looking for.
What's that? Well, what's that?
in a certain way.
Yeah, but why?
If we say- If we say that,
This was
Is the emptiness of the cup the same as the emptiness of the glass?
in a certain way.
in a certain way,
Good.
we can talk about their color or their substance.
Okay, because they exclude in certain things.
In other things,
Yeah,
it's not.
they don't
but
exclude.
in
Okay.
certain it's the same.
So, from the perspective of the higher middle way, is there a difference between a mental image and the physical expression of that mental image?
Whoa.
in a certain way.
Yes.
We've been saying no.
I mean,
But-
but this is a hotly contested.
We've been saying it's the same thing.
I mean, this is a
in this
rich
book.
debate that one could have.
That sounds like an answer you could give to any question.
No, I wouldn't.
There's something you can't have debate about.
Can we even have a debate? That's a debate.
That's my text. Yeah.
It's not.
Oh.
What's a classic example in DCI? Level 7. Which
Oh,
car and a car and car.
right.
A car and car. Is it the same or different? It depends on what school you're in.
Right.
And higher middle way though?
In her recent school, the car is a car is saying car to the mind and stuff like that. In fact, it's going to do that today. By the way, today's special day, if you're interested, DCI class downstairs, we're going to do the direct perception emptiness. So
Course
you're welcome if you want. There's no reading. There's no homework. Okay,
Back to you.
that's good news.
Nice.
What date today is? Buddhist date.
It's the 22nd.
Buddhist date.
Oh,
Day 6.
no, it's day 8, Geshe-la.
Is it the 8th?
Yeah, it's the 8th.
The Buddhist date?
Yes.
Oh, that's a really good day.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, rising moon, waxing moon, 8th. Sojong today.
Oh.
A certain kind of Sojong. Sebage.
Tara Day.
Tara is next.
Right.
Is today. Yeah. That's right. It is. Sorry. I was looking at the colors of my calendar. and
Well,
it does
I only
something
know
I didn't
because I
expect.
use your calendar. Thank you for doing that.
Okay, let's put me up. Where is that? What number are we on?
Sage, are you going to pass
Which one?
this or shall I? No.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
People are that we're going to have to have extra folks in class today.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
You've already passed the message along.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's start. I'd like to welcome Laura Valiente. She's from Argentina. She's an old ACI student, DCI teacher and student, and she might help us with our endowment of the storage facility, and she's here to check it out. And I'd like to thank her and welcome her. She's famous because she made $10 million using the DCI system.
Very nice job.
Yeah, there's a video, nice video about it. She built some nursing homes. Too smart.
You're smart.
Extra good seeds.
Okay, next got the plane. Adam's.
学家党让读他的基层业的，学家党让读所所谓缺的 MBA 学。
That was way too fast. Totally correct. Awesome. Just kidding. You're perfect.
Okay.
Did we do the verse beforehand?
Sorry?
Did we do this?
Yeah, what's happening in our lives?
Sen shi?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we finished that.
Oh, we
Because
did?
we yeah, I
Yeah.
remember explaining Coffee too.
Okay. Anyway,
Oh, I know we did 5/4.
Okay,
so Randok means you can think of it as the opposite of all that it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is that the same as Katie? It's the opposite of all that's not. Katie the same as Katie?
It's not.
It's not, exactly. Why?
Because Katie's changing.
Good. And the opposite of all that is she's not is more like a mental picture. Okay, got it? So what's the definition of something which is different in its archetype from things? Different in its archetype from things in general, shija. Okay? And the definition is a thing which has a separate archetype from things, a distinct archetype from all things. Like this dung is from, okay, different, from, individual from, separate from, okay, its identity, the opposite of all that it's not. The mental picture of it, the archetype, is separate from all things. Okay, what's an example?
Any archetype.
Anything. Okay. Any one thing except for all things, or any two things, or every 10,000 things. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
This is dog so.
Got it.
Dog tade meaning.
It has its own. It has its own individual identity,
Yeah.
apart from all things.
Apart from all things, or apart from
The reverse of all things.
No, just shejadang.
But it's dog tade and.
It's rangdog, meaning the thing in question. Okay.
And the
Separate
dung
from
isn't
its rock.
end.
Meaning the
It's
archetype
wrong.
of the thing in question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And here's an example.
A coffee table.
先是你也得
Good.
考我的考
Go on.
的 MBA 学，却他们却来人家我
Oh wait. What's that say? Example of
we can give
of a discrete
example.
entity.
to pillar.
Anything.
Yeah.
Take this table. Okay. It maybe should have been ring day. We gotta check. Okay.
Oh, no.
What's ring day? Let's go make sure I have it spelled right.
Similar. No.
Got the similar type.
Here's a ring day, okay? Oops. Here it's used by great scholar. Here it's used by Sarah Judson. Okay? So it's probably spelled this way. It's probably a carving error, okay?
Okay.
Sometimes it's spelled this way. But anyway, it means follow the same pattern for all other things. It's an idiom that you should know. You should know this idiom. Ring day. Very heavy prenasal. Ring day. Okay? Same pattern follows for all other things. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, we had that earlier in this text.
It's probably ring day. Okay?
Probably means like some.
It's the same way, but this is more clear. Okay? It's acceptable, but it's not elegant. Okay, go.
我他的基层业的，我所谓缺的 MBA 学。
Now be careful,
Okay.
because this is the opposite of ngochi.
Yeah.
And if you say essence, I'll strangle you, or I'll break your other hand.
It's still a sensitive topic.
He mispronounced a word. I broke one hand.
It's off class.
Or maybe it was the garage.
There is a definition for things which are such that to be one is to be of this.
Is not to be the other.
It's to not be. It's to be one is to not be of the same.
No, don't even go there.
Okay.
To
as
be
the
one
other.
is not to be the other.
Okay. I keep wanting to put nature in there. So
Yeah, leave it.
I will. Okay.
Okay.
Your hand
Okay,
is
to
sick.
be
What's an example?
Oh,
To be one car.
To be a
To be.
Toyota,
uh-huh.
Yeah.
to be a Toyota is to be a car.
Right.
Okay, you can say Toyotas are of one essence with cars. Does it give the reader the same understanding?
Not if they're a waiter.
Not at all. Not at all. Okay, I'll say it again. To be a Toyota is to be a car. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. To be a Toyota is to be of one essence with a car.
No.
Okay, we don't say that in English ever. Okay, so don't go there. All right, because you will lose your reader. You lose them 3 times, they lay the book down and they go get a comic book.
I'm a lot more disciplined when I'm actually like that.
Okay, all right.
You have to be with
What's a definition? What's a definition of to be something is not to be something else? To be one thing is not to be another thing.
To be
What's a
individual.
definition of that?
To be individual things.
To be one is to be
is to be
Individually, not
is to be a
is to be
different thing from another. Okay,
Yeah.
so the definition of to be one is not to be the other. Is to be one is to be is to be separate from the other.
So in this case, it's
Is
separate.
to be one
This
is
is
not
what
to
we
be
should
the other, or
do.
to be one is to
These
not
actually
be
have to
the other,
change.
because they're different.
Yeah.
You know, car is Toyota is a car, but Toyota is not
No.
a car.
Cars. To be a car is not to be a Toyota. To be a Toyota is to be a car.
Okay, but
To be a car is to be ngô tade dang Toyota.
okay, but they are distinct in that they're distinct.
Yeah,
items,
yeah,
and
that's
gonna
true.
happen.
But that's a different thing.
Okay, so
That's soa, not ngô
so there
soa.
are ngō.
Yeah, that's tade, not ngô tade.
Right. Okay.
They are tade as far as they're ngô, and that's why you can't translate it that way.
They are tade as far as they're ngō.
Yeah,
Right.
they're separate entities.
Okay.
But you, that's why you can't say separate essences.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
To be one is not to be the other. Is
because that's not what this means. Got it?
talking about
So-
set and subset. It's not talking.
So
Car is so Toyota is not ngō tade with car.
it's ngô is tade from car, but it's not ngô tade with car.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, in Tibetan.
Okay.
And that's why I don't want to translate it as separate essence or something like that. It's not correct. Okay, and this is a rare case where you just have to totally mess with the word, or else you're going to get it wrong. Your reader will never understand what you're talking about. Okay, to be one is to be the other. Forget it. That's it. To be a Toyota is to be a car. To be a car is not to be a Toyota. How about mitapa and chepa?
To be.
To be made and to be changing. To be produced by causes and to be changing.
Goes both directions.
Good. It goes both. It goes both ways. Okay, got it. All right, next.
Ngô tade padang, da ni tade padang, tang, rangshin tade pa, sum dun chi.
Yeah, good luck.
Right.
Okay.
To be one is to be the other, essentially. That's how we've been doing
Essentially,
it.
yeah.
To be one is to be the other.
Itself.
It's in itself.
In itself.
To be one is to be the other by naturally. Yeah, we've been doing it that way.
Or
We've just
also-
been adding an adverb after to be one is to be the other.
Be one is
Okay.
Seems reasonable.
Well, that's kind of how we're
What
doing
they're
it.
doing, basically.
right.
Yeah, it is.
Typically put the adverb after be in English, right?
synonymous.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Being naturally itself or whatever.
Be natural. Be
Senshi, senshi, ni yede, tak mi tak, ni de yembechi.
Yeah, senshi.
There is an example.
Classical example.
Classical
yeah.
example.
So senshi means not just an example. That would be perna.
Right.
So senshi means a classical example, like the big example. Okay.
No, he picked an easier example,
Yeah, changing and unchanging.
right?
Okay.
Because there's no
To
overlap.
be, yeah, there's no overlap. They are mutually exclusive. Yeah, okay. Why are we studying this? To be a Toyota is to be a car. Why are we studying this?
Getting ready for Chichedra.
Yeah, we're getting ready for the higher school, which says that
If we can understand cheese.
a car is car. Okay? when you look at a car, you're looking at something coming out of seeds in your mind, which is not quite the same as saying you're looking at a piece of your mind, which is what the mind only would say. Okay, got it? Okay.
Right.
Okay, go.
Rik tadepa, rik tadepe, zeni yete, rik so che de meche.
Yeah, and we actually dealt with all these terms, but it's been so long ago that you guys don't remember. But it's fresh in our mind because we've been translating it. We've been fixing the translations. So here it just means different kind.
Different kind.
Different kind. So that's different from to be one is to be the other. Toyota and Chevrolet. Different kinds.
So it is separate in both ways.
Different kind. Yeah.
So they're definitely-
Discrete or individual kind. It's a separate kind. What was the example in his scripture?
Discrete entities.
Yeah, different. No, things which are different kind.
Coffee cup at a coffee table.
It was cows and horses, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. A white cow and a-
Yeah, White House,
White-
white cow and a black horse or something like that. Okay. Oh, it's white cows and anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. White cows and black cows were the same kind.
That's right.
Okay. Go. You got the plane.
I got the plane.
Rik tadepa dang, rik mitun pe che dang, rik min drawe che dang, rik mi chik pe che nam dunje.
Okay. Riktade, different kinds.
Different kinds.
Rik mitun, separate kinds.
Yeah.
Rik mindawa, not the same kind.
Yeah.
Rik michipa, not one and the same kind.
Yeah.
Okay, they're all the dunching. So here dunching doesn't mean one meaning.
Synonyms.
It just means synonyms. They all mean the same thing. Okay.
With tun here, we can't.
Oh, rigmitimba, inconsistent type
Okay.
or something like that.
Okay.
Better than non-harmonious.
Something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
true. That's all
Rinpoche used to
mine
say
is.
non-harmony type. Yeah.
That's fun, I guess.
We're like, whoa. A lot of the mysticism of early Buddhism was just bad translations. Okay, go. Who's got the plane? Phil, you got the plane? Watch that prenasal on an open vowel. Make sure he does it well.
Speak loudly.
Okay.
My hearing aids.
Rik Mindra,
He got the prenasal.
Rik Mindrawa, La Yena,
Jena,
La Yena,
Jena.
Ni Yete, Topa Rik Mindrawa Dan, Dre Rik Mindrawa, Ni Yepeche.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Not bad. Rigmin Dawala Yena.
We can separate, we can divide things which are of different types.
Good.
Different
Yeah,
kinds.
there's two divisions to not being of the same kind.
We
Okay.
have
Different
Topa
in a
Rik.
certain way.
Sorry?
To being different in a certain way we were translating it as earlier.
What the Rick?
Yeah.
I think we have chosen different kind.
Yeah.
There's two ways to be of a different kind.
Okay.
Okay, first, I mean, this is a little bit you could do different ways. It's not, I'm not attached to kind, but I would assert that it's easier for the reader. It's they're the same kind. It's even easier than same type. Ni yete, topa ringmendawa, ze
Eating a
ringmendawa.
pancake flip.
Mm-hmm. The mental images and then just things made of stuff.
They are a different type as far as their identity, maybe. The opposite of all that they're not, okay? Maybe you could say identity. And they are a different type as far as their ze, substance, what they're made of, okay? Now he's going to give senshi, so we don't have to worry. Okay. Word, you have the plane. Correct him already. You can find something wrong.
Yeah. Dopa Rik Mindrawa.
He might say shock.
Ha!
Shag.
Shock to you de. Ta dang. Ta.
Ta?
Ta. Dang.
Good.
Ta. Dang. Balang. Ni. DMBH.
Nice. He even gave the Stanley ending. Yimbeche. Okay. All right. Dopa Rigmandawa, different identity, okay? Opposite of all they're not. The example is, Shaktu. Shaktu means joktu. Shock past tense of joke. Joke. To establish, to put forth. Okay. Shakti yute.
They have a horse and a cow.
Yeah, horses and cows. They are different types by their identity. And then, Nick, you got the plane.
Ze rik mindrawa shaktu yede shepadang pimbo ni deyambeche.
Even said pebble.
Good. Pembo, yeah, good.
Impressive.
Zerik Mindrawa, different substance, different kinds of things according to what they're made of, okay? And if you want to emphasize not mind, if you want to emphasize physical matter, you would use Pembo rather than Suk.
Right.
It's a better choice of words. Pembo and Suk are mutually ngochik, okay? But, well,
There's emphasis in
unless you're debating what's a Buddhist. But anyway, so when he wanted to emphasize the difference in the substance, he chose Pembo rather than Suk, because Suk is just general physicality, and Pembo means particulate matter made of atoms. It's more like particulate matter. Matter as opposed to form.
It's a science word.
Matter is more concrete, right? Okay, those two are separate. Those two are different kind according to what they're made of. Okay? By the way, as you may guess, you can always find something that is Zaychik about them.
Sure.
Okay, all right, but we're not going to go there.
They're both caused.
Okay. Seiji's got the plane. Got the plane means he has to check his pronunciation. See if he said correctly.
De la Ritzad.
Oh,
Wake
Sir.
up. Come on. Get out of
that's a test. That's a test. He is from Ladakh.
Facade.
De la Tsepapongla. Kachignare. Serbum, Sambum, Ni Churchen. Rikchik Yimbata. Yimbata. Rikchik Yimbeche.
Way to cover yourself.
Yimbata.
We're assuming.
Wait, which way you going? Which way you
I was
going?
going down.
Good.
He was trying to get
Okay.
caught.
Normally, when you're asserting something, well, anyway,
I'm used to go
that's not
high
a
because I
kebab.
always go high. It's just so.
tell us what Tsupapong means.
This is where we're coming back to refute actually what was already said.
Yeah, so the Buddhist educational system is very beautiful. They don't sit down and tell you what it is. First, they tell you what it's not. Somebody comes and gives a lot of ideas, and they're slightly wrong. And then you beat each one. By the time you're done discussing all the subtle wrong ideas, you're supposed to know what the correct idea is. And that's called
Shenlong
Shenluk Gakpa is refuting all those little wrong ideas. And then Rangluk Shakpa. Then we tell you the answer. It's like a quiz or like a riddle. And then finally we say, okay, this is what it really is. Then very interestingly, the opponent gets to come back and say, now I disagree with this about you. So this is opening yourself to self-criticism, which in itself is a beautiful Buddhist thing. Criticize me. So we put our translations up online, and we put a special tool that people can criticize us. And that's very Buddhist, because then you get a good product. Okay? If you try to protect yourself and cover your mistakes, you don't improve. Okay? So here we go. Tsupapawala.
So here's the part where we refute.
Rebuttal.
Yeah.
Rebut.
Suppose someone comes along and says, consider the two, a gold pot and a copper pot.
Good.
They are.
Careful.
So are they of one type?
Okay.
Because they.
Well. Okay. Okay. Let's see where he
Are
goes.
they of a single?
I guess they're of one type.
Of what
Yeah.
kind?
Are you telling me they're of one kind?
Problematic because we probably
They're
think
the
they
same.
are
Uh,
in a certain way.
Yeah, so
Well, you say they're dog pug.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to see how he goes.
Don't know.
I believe Rick Tade here is using like to be one is to be the other. I'm not sure. Okay. I think Rick Chick, I think he's using it that way.
Then
But
it's
let's
really
see.
confusing.
Are they the same type? Let's go with are they the same type?
Okay.
They must be of the same type. Why?
Because they are the opposite. Well, they are the
I would say
they're
identity.
Separate identities.
No, they have the same
They have
identity.
the same identities. Excuse me.
Because they are
Dog
both,
pug, Rick Chick. Yeah.
they are both,
Pots.
yeah. In general, they are the that's why I had to add that phrase.
Yeah, in a certain way.
Yeah. They are both the opposite of all that is not pots.
But in this case, wouldn't you say because their opposites are both of the same type or something like that?
I'd say their identity, potness,
Their identities?
Dog-
potness,
Dokpa, you're saying right then.
ness is dokpa.
Well, from the perspective
Well,
of
We
yeah.
were saying
They're potness.
from the perspective of the they are separate
And you
identities.
would you phrase it that way?
Are they the same type of thing or not?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
In
all.
a way.
In a way. Yeah, good. Okay, anyway, he says they must be the same type because their identities are of the same type.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's a problem.
It's provisional, right? Because we're going to have
Well, let's see.
Right.
because Dokpa comes up so much.
Then, okay, go. You got the plane.
Serbon, Sambon, Ni, Churchen, Rick Chick, Rick Chick, Mayimbarta,
Good,
Rick Tade, MBH.
good. You can't say, I agree, that they are different types of things. Oh, that they are the same type of thing. I'm not sure how he's going with Rick Chick, okay? Let's see. The same thing. How about that? Because Rick Chick Mayan. Because Rick Tade. They're not the same thing because they're separate things. How's that? Madrubna, if you say they're not separate things, go.
Serbon, Serbon, Sambon, Ni, Churchen, Rick Tade, Yembarta,
Good,
Ze Rick Tade, Yembe Chir Serena Makya.
All right.
good. Just because something is Zerik Tade doesn't mean it has to be. What was the other kind of Tade?
Rick,
Zerik Tade? We just had it.
there were
No.
3 or 4 of them.
No, just
similar.
2.
There's,
Oh.
well, there's Rick Martin,
Well,
Rick Martin.
Zerik and Dopa.
Dopa Rick.
Okay, so as far as Zerik, are they the same?
He's saying
Yeah.
Apparently.
No, because one's golden, one's copper.
Yeah, good. Okay. He says they're not. He says they're not. They must be separate kinds of things because they're separate kinds of things with regard to what they're made of.
Right.
Well, that's not what we were.
And we say makyam.
Just because they're separate things in terms of what they're made of doesn't mean that they're
Yeah, just because they're separate things in terms of what they're made of
Yeah.
doesn't mean they're not that they're separate types of things.
Yeah. Which
They're
fits
both
with-
parts.
So he's still the attacker. Kachik's still the attacker.
Yeah, who's who?
Wow.
Who's who is
Right.
difficult.
Yeah, this
No,
last part.
maybe we say
Go
makyam.
on.
We say makyam.
Right, that's what I
Right.
thought.
Yeah, not necessarily. Which is to say, if something is made of different stuff, doesn't mean they're different things.
All right.
Pretty weird.
Different kinds of things.
Right. Because it's always this in a certain way hanging out there somewhere.
Yeah, I added
Well, we may have been fuzzy on what.
madrumna. Now we're gonna prove that they are zerik today. You okay?
I think there's a spelling between 552. There's a vowel infinite song.
Oh yeah, that's a good notice. Here's sang, proper spelling, and the human dictionary is right. Okay.
Nice word.
Wow.
Oops.
Yeah.
What? By the way, why did he make that mistake?
Because
Because the most famous song of all is with a B.
That was very soft.
love song.
Oh,
Pure, right? Pure.
Yeah, in his mind, he's like,
just so
You
used
know.
to doing it.
yeah, there's 10,000 bazangs for every zangs.
Yeah.
You see, so he heard song and he put B, which is love song, pure, okay, pure mind, okay, which is a very, very common name, right? Tsongkhapa's name. All right. Sambum Nichuchen. Rikta Deyimba. And that's why I didn't notice it probably, because it looked good. Okay, go ahead.
Madrupla.
So somebody said they are not separate as far as what they're made of. They're not different as far as what they're made of. Zerik Tade Mayan.
That's the Madru.
Okay.
Serbum, Sangbum, Ni Churchen. Zerik Tare Yimbata. Nam Yinga Kinerlen Soso Le Kepe Tadepe Duce Yimbeche.
Whoa. Okay, take a.
Let's take a golden pot and a copper pot.
Good.
Um,
Zerik Tade Yimba.
Ta?
Good.
Nice.
They
Yeah, they're
are
separate.
two made of separate substances
Good, because
because they come from individually different material causes.
Grown
well,
from different
he used duce,
They're
okay,
made from individually.
which doesn't mean composed.
Well, what about that? What about
No,
This case doesn't it just mean that
no, it means produced by causes and
Say it again.
conditions.
the kepa there?
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of redundant, right?
Gyudan kengi chip, gyudan kengi dudan ken dune chepe chu. So people say sanskara. They mistranslate this. Okay,
Coming together
they say
of
compose
causes and
things.
conditions.
Not correct. The do doesn't mean composed. The do means causes and conditions came together.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
You see, yeah, do ne chepe chu. Do ne chepe chu.
From
The thing produced from the coming together of causes and conditions. It doesn't mean composite thing. Everyone mistranslates it. Everybody. Look at any book. Okay? It's a mistake. Why? Space is composed thing.
Yeah.
Okay? Emptiness is composed thing. All right? It's a bad translation. It's a non-thinking translation. Okay.
How do I reconcile the duce with the kepe?
Produced, okay? It's a,
Right.
They are separate produced things
Which come from
which have been
individually-
born from, which have
Yeah.
grown from.
separate.
material causes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
As opposed to the,
That's the flip of it. Yeah.
Opposed to the same.
I like the corn cob.
The corn, yeah,
thing.
the barley.
As a portion.
Oh,
Okay, that's Nuki Nierland chick. What's Nierland?
material
Material.
causes.
What's the most important example of its use?
past and future lives.
When you're trying to prove future lives or past lives, you gotta know this thing. Okay, all right. Why?
Because the stuff that makes a mind couldn't be the same as the stuff that creates a body.
Good.
Therefore,
According to
some-
Buddhism, mind cannot be created from physical causes. It has to be created from mental stuff.
Who's arguing now?
I think we're trying to prove that they are Zerik Tade,
That they are
Serbum and Sangbum.
They're made of
Separate
different
Truly
substances.
made of different.
Not
Yeah, because they haven't both come from the same lump of clay, basically.
Okay, but wasn't the original argument Riktade, not Zejiktade?
We're trying to discuss the mushis between them.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks like we're saying they're Dinchi, which we thought they weren't.
No, they're according to their ze, they are separate.
But the original Kachik is that. I mean that Zejik and Rik in this context.
Yeah,
seem to
Zerik
be-
doesn't imply Rikchi.
It
Doparichi.
seems to here.
Well, let's see. Let's go. He's still on this separate substance thing. Okay, one more line on that.
Madru.
Then he'll go to your thing. Doc Dumble.
Serum Sangu.
You got the plane.
Churchen. Rangi Nuki Nyerlen Sosole. Kepe Tadepe. Duce
Duce.
Yimbar. Duce Yimbe. Yimbarta.
Well, wait, you going up or down?
Yimbarta.
Good.
Rangi Nuki Nyerlen Sosole. Kepe Kangshi. Tadepe. Duce Yimbecher.
He just split it in with a Kangxi.
She, it can be used.
There are two separate products that have been born from separate substantial material causes, because they have come from separate material causes and they were born. And then they are separate produced things.
Definitive. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. He just split it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's true, or he didn't repeat the chichen. He split it with an and. Legal. It's a legal answer.
Yeah.
It's not a satisfying one.
Just time
It's
to-
like a donut. What do you call it? Gluten-free donut. Okay.
Are there such things? Really? Is that real?
Or pizza. Oh man. Okay. All right, Stanley, you got the plane. Criticize him. Come on, find something.
Nice haircut.
Tell me she did.
Tax dangbo madrupna gsarbun sang bun ni
Tak.
tak
Yeah, not tak.
tak dangbo madrupna serbun sambun ni.
Oh, good. Ni.
I tried.
What is ni, by the way? You've only seen it once in your life so far.
Well spelled that way, but ni is also essence. I can't hear
No.
your G.
N-Y-I-S. That's what I'm saying. But if he didn't say ni, he said ni. And you've had it once in this class in a year and a half.
No idea.
By the sun.
Oh, the instrumental.
Oyster.
Oh, that's yesterday. 2 days.
Okay, I'm surprised you didn't remember. Okay, here we go. Okay.
I've been thinking about it.
Several.
Chunchen.
Don't think about oysters.
Rangi nuki nerlen so sole kepe yimbata.
Kepa.
Where
Yeah, I'll agree sometimes.
Oh,
One mistake I've ever found that you make.
kepa yimbarta. Serbun de serle kepa. Yin kan sang le kepe la kepa mayin.
Le kip.
Le kepa mayin. Sangbun de sang le kepa yin kan. Ser le kepa mayin beche.
Nice ending. Tap dhamma madhumna. If you say they have not come from separate material causes,
First reason.
if you disagree that they came from different material causes, well, let's take those two kinds of parts. They did so come from separate material causes. Why? And then the way he defines it is kind of beautiful. He doesn't say the gold pot came from gold and the copper pot came from copper. He doesn't say that.
It looks like.
What does he say?
He says that it didn't
Gold.
come from copper.
Good.
The
He says
gold
two
pot came
things.
from gold, but it didn't.
It came from gold, but it didn't come from copper. And the other one came,
from copper.
and it didn't come from gold. He adds the and didn't come from
Yeah.
gold. So he's just nailing it down, okay?
Yin kan.
Yeah, when you talk about separate near-link EQ, separate material causes, apparently it helps if you do that.
Both ways.
Yeah, positive and negative. All right.
What was the Taoist job we just disproved?
That they came from separate material causes.
We have 3 minutes.
We established that they came from separate material causes, which was the first part
I think the first
of the
Kachi
two
said
parts.
Zay. I don't think this first.
No, it was more recent. No, it wasn't going all the way back to the beginning. He went back to the one before, right here. He just went back to. Actually, he just went back one step. Kangshik. This Dak Dhammo is a reaction to this Kangshik. Prove to me they come from separate material causes.
But the Kachik that we were supposed to learn.
Yeah, no, he didn't go back there. He didn't go back there. And he's going on.
Okay.
Sorry. He didn't go back. He didn't finish all the possible arguments he could have done about the original argument. He just went deeper and deeper in one direction.
The original argument was one that made us all uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was.
We did not deal with it.
No, we didn't deal with it.
Kachik nare. Here.
If you're Doparichik, do you have to? And our position is no. You could have the same identity and not be the same thing, same type of thing. Then that depends on how you translate Rikchik.
Yeah, so Gopat
That's all. That's the.
Okay. Are of the same
This was uncomfortable for us.
type.
This says just because they're the same in being parts doesn't mean they're the same type of thing, which is uncomfortable. That's an uncomfortable thing.
Right, and we didn't.
But
handle it.
we can say in every way. How about
Yeah, when you
that?
drill down in a certain way.
If you say in every way.
But we have different word for that.
Yeah. Apparently, the same type of thing is greasy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that. Let's see if he goes more on it. I doubt it.
Okay, it's problematic.
And I'll probably get away with it.
Translations of it, though.
Yeah, when we get there, when we translate it, we're going to have some trouble.
Because we had this in a certain way thing, and now that feels not right.
Yeah. Well, I still like it, but anyway, okay, here we
We're on the
go.
last minute, guys. Huh?
All right, let's at least get the kachik.
That's something new.
卡切对对，学家等塔本尼
Takpa?
大本尼
Yeah.
这这
I'm going to fix your tea if it kills me.
Thank you.
学家当大本营切切。
学家等大本尼你这这这切饮巴达饮巴达。
Is that how he talks to you?
I catch myself.
Now we see what you must do.
What do you want for dinner? Pizza. Quinoa. Pizza quinoa.
这说说嘛烟别吃烟别吃三那嘛跳。
Translate this because it's kind of interesting.
Okay, noble things and unchanging things.
Good. Yeah.
Consider the two noble things and unchanging things. They are of one. So are they of one substance?
Good.
Because they are not of individually different substances.
Are they of the same substance? Because they're not of separate substance.
That's cute.
It's just cute. It's not a very deep.
Because they're not of substance.
Yeah, neither one is substance.
Yeah.
So both are absences.
Right. How odd.
You know.
Well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Shay doesn't.
Well, no, I can't say that. Yeah, I can say that. Well, anyway, it's Dakpa.
Takpa.
Dakpa.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not.
You'd have to say it's an absence. Yeah.
Whoa.
Anyway, they're not of the same stuff because neither one is made of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's not true that they are of the same stuff just because they're not of different stuff. I'll say it again. It's not true that they are the same stuff just because they're not made of different stuff.
We'll see. It depends on how we define
Because
it.
neither one has stuff.
Yeah.
Got it?
Right.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah.
I'll say it again. It's not true that they're made of the same stuff just because they're not made of different stuff.
But you got to go back in the wrong loop and see what definition we gave, whether or not he has this.
Yeah, okay, but you understand, right? Because neither one is stuff.
Right.
They're not made of different stuff because they're not made of stuff. Just because they're not made of different stuff doesn't prove they're made of the same stuff. Because they're not made of stuff at all.
So take any two words that don't.
Because they're takpa. Okay? They're unchanging. Anything that's unchanging cannot be made of stuff, right?
Right.
So can we say that anything that's unchanging doesn't have stuff?
True. Yes.
So suk is not a shij. This coffee cup is not a shija.
Well, according to this, yeah. You're saying that takpa and
Shija.
shija are the same.
I said if something has stuff, then it can't be made of stuff.
No, you didn't say that. You said if something's
If something's not.
Does shija have stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it made of stuff?
Oh, we talking about sheja.
No, it's not. If it's made of stuff, it's not takpa.
Right.
Sheja has stuff.
Yeah, stuff is one kind of shija.
Yeah.
Oh, stuff is one thing.
He said shija,
Don't
like
pin me down.
Yeah.
Does all things in the universe include cups?
Yes.
Does all things in the universe include cups?
Yes.
Yeah, so all things in the universe have stuff.
Yes.
The
This just said it didn't have stuff.
the
Yeah, have stuff is where
has stuff.
it's not is
Maybe
stuff.
not is stuff.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, got it?
yeah.
All right. Go home.
Go home.
Okay, just kidding. Go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom.
Who's up? Pergi jersing betotam Rira lingshin in the gembadi Sangye shingu mite Jokunanda Shima Jupasho Hiram Guru Rana Mandala Kamiyatayami
Yewadi
Ikewo Kun Salam Yeshe Totoshin Salam Yeshe Lechuwe Tamba Kunyi Tobash. What's the date today?
22nd.
Something routine.
I'm sorry.